Hi, hello my dear students. Welcome back to my VBR Mathematics Learning channel. So last videos we were discussed about SSLC March 2025 question paper we are discussing actually. So in the last videos we already solved the first two main, that is multiple choice question and answers and 1 mark question and answers. So in this video we are discussing about the third main, that is 2 marks questions. It is answer the following questions. Let us discuss one by one. So it contains 8 questions. You have to answer for 8 questions. Here they are given the options also. So you can choose the question whichever is very easy. So each question carries 2 marks. So you have to attend 8 marks. Totally you'll get from this main 16 marks. Okay. So let us discuss one by one. That is 17th one. In the given figure, angle ABC is 90 degree. Write the values of the following. So here they are given the angle ABC, that is angle B is 90 degree. So I have to write the values of sine alpha. I have to see the angle also. Here they are asked in the first sub question sine alpha. In the second question they are asked for tan theta. So sine alpha, that means here you observe the diagram here. Angle B is 90 degree. They are given this angle will be perpendicular, that is 90 degree. And they are given the measurements. AB is 3 units and BC is 4 units. AB is how much? 3 units and BC is 4 units and AC is 5 units. Okay. So here this is the perpendicular, that is 90 degree angle. B is 90 degree. How to find out the sine alpha? For this angle you have to find out the sine ratio. So you already know the sine ratio, that is sine theta. Here instead of theta they are given sine alpha. So sine alpha we can write it here. Sine alpha, that is equals to opposite by hypotenuse. So see this diagram what they are given. For this angle alpha, this is the opposite side. Opposite side is AB and adjacent is BC and hypotenuse is the longest side, that is AC. Okay. So we are writing the ratio for sine alpha. For sine we are writing the corresponding angle is we have to take alpha. So opposite, which one is the opposite side here? AB is the opposite side. So AB, that is equals to, we can write AB, opposite side is what here? AB divided by hypotenuse side. What is the hypotenuse side? That is largest side, that is AC. So what is the measurement of AB? They are given the diagram. AB is how much here? That is equals to, AB is 3 and AC is how much here? Divided by AC is 5. So sine alpha value is 3 by 5. Okay, so I'll show it here. Sine alpha, that is equals to 3 by 5. Directly I have written the answer. So how you got sine alpha value is 3 by 5, that I explained in the question paper. That is sine alpha, the corresponding angle we are taking sine alpha, that is opposite by hypotenuse. So AB by AC, that is 3 by 5 you'll get. This is the answer. Okay, so next second sub question they are asked tan theta. For this, so they don't get confused here. For sine they are asked for the angle alpha. So tan they are asked for the angle theta. So for this angle theta, which is the opposite side. So you write the ratio for tan theta. So tan theta is equals to, here I am writing here, tan theta is equals to, we can write, what is the tan ratio? That is opposite by adjacent. Opposite by adjacent. So observe here for this angle, which is the opposite side. This AB is opposite for this angle alpha. But here they ask for theta, angle theta. We are writing tan ratio. So for this angle, the opposite side becomes BC. Adjacent becomes, this is AB becomes adjacent and BC becomes opposite. And this is a larger side. It is remains as it is, hypotenuse side. So here the opposite is what? BC. So opposite for this angle theta is BC divided by adjacent side AB. Adjacent side is AB. So BC value is how much now? BC value is how much? That is equals to 4 divided by AB value is how much? AB value is 3. So tan theta value is 4 by 3. This is the answer. So tan theta we got 4 by 3, that is opposite by adjacent. For theta opposite is BC and adjacent is AB. BC by AB, that is equals to 4 by 3. This is the value of tan theta. So here tan theta value how much I am written here? 4 by 3. For tan theta we got 4 by 3. How it is 4 by 3 I explained there. So next question. So we move to next question, that is 18th question. Prove that. This is a compulsory question in each and every year they were asking this type of question. So they will give one rational number, you have to prove this as irrational. So they are giving one irrational number, you have to prove that as irrational number itself. So next question, 18 question, prove that 6 plus root 2. We already know any kind of root numbers and pi are the irrational numbers. So we have to prove here 6 plus root 2 is an irrational number. 6 plus root 2 is an irrational number. You observe here there asked R, they are given the options. You have to attend this or this one. Any one you have to attend here. First I'll solve this one, then I'll solve this also. So in exam you can choose anyone, which one is very easy, you can go through that. But this type of question is always compulsory. They will be asking in every year, they are asking this type kind of questions. So this is an important thing actually. Let us discuss how to solve this one, how to prove this 6 plus root 2 or 5 plus root 3 or 4 plus root 2. They will be asking like this kind of question. You have to prove it is a irrational number. This is not in the form of P by Q. So if it is in the form of P by Q, that should be a rational number. That should be a ratio. This is not in the ratio. That means it is irrational number. Okay. So I'll discuss just it is a simple answer how to consider. Let us consider the 6 plus root 2. What they are given the question 6 plus root 2, that should be in the, so just imagine that should be in the form of P by Q, be a rational number. Just imagine it is a rational number. We are considering this as a rational number. So rational number should be in the form of P by Q. So where this P and Q are co-prime, are any integers, and this denominator should not be equal to 0. This denominator should not be equal to 0. This is the condition for rational number where P and Q are integers and Q that is denominator should not be equal to 0. Then we can write it here. Then we can write this root 2. You take this plus 6 to this side. Take this 6 to right hand side, it becomes minus 6. So root 2 can be written as P by Q minus 6. Here 6 can be written as 6 by 1. 6 can be written as 6 by 1. So take the LCM of Q and 1. LCM is Q. So cross multiply, divide this denominator LCM with each denominator, that is Q by Q, that is 1 into numerator. 1 into P is P. Put this minus as it is. Divide this LCM. LCM is Q we are taken here. Divide this LCM with this denominator. Q by 1 is Q. Q into numerator, that is 6Q. 6 into Q, that is 6Q. Okay. So here this P minus 6Q divided by Q is a rational number because it is in the form of what is that, P by Q form. That means you give any values for P and Q, any number, but Q should not be equal to 0. You have to give the denominator value should be always more than 0. That is 1, 2, 3 like that. Don't give any negative integer for this one. So here you can take P and Q any values like P is equals to 0, 1, 2, 3 like that. It can be negative also. Numerator may be negative or positive. Anything we can take here like 1, 2, 3 etc. we can take. But Q value should not be equal to 0. So it should be greater than 0. I have to take. that is 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Any values you give for P and Q and simplify, you'll get a rational number here. You will not get any decimal values, sorry, not decimal, not any square root and pi values. So this is a rational number. So we can consider this P minus 6Q divided by Q is a rational number. Okay, therefore root 2 is a rational number. If it is a rational number, then that is equals to root 2. So this root 2 is also a rational number, but it is a contradiction. Contradiction means, so we are already know root 2, root 3, root 5. Root 4 is a rational number because root 4 value is 2. 2 can be written as 2 by 1. So root 2 value will get 1.3, 1 point something will get. So that will get it a repeating decimal. Sorry, non-terminating decimal expansion you'll get for this root 2 value. So it is a irrational number. If root 2 is a irrational number, then 6 plus root 2 is also a irrational because root 2 value is 1 plus something, 1 point something you'll get, that is a non-terminating, it will not terminate anywhere. So you'll get a non-terminating. If you add this plus 6, you'll get a, again non-terminating value. So this is a irrational number. So we have proved here 6 plus root 2 is a irrational number. This is not a rational number. This is not in the form of P by Q. Okay. So next we will move to next question, that is 19th question. Before going to move for 19th one, so let us discuss one more they are asked here. That is R. R they are mentioned and they are given the option for next one. So this I'm not solved in the answer paper. So I'll solve it here only. How to solve this one, everything I'll explain. The HCF and LCM of two positive integers. The SCF and LCM of two positive integers are respectively 4 and 60. So here SCF is 4 and LCM is 60 for any two positive integers. So in that two positive integers, one of the integers they are given, that is 20. So one of the integer is 20, then find the other integers. So for this, you have to know the relation, that is the product of SCF and LCM of two numbers, HCF and LCM. The product means into SCF and LCM of two integers, that is equals to the product of two integers, that is A into B. A into B. See here, HCF they are given, LCM they are given for these two integers. So here they are given one of the integer is 20. If you take A as 20, then you find the other integer, that is B value. So if you know this relation, it is very simple question. So SCF what they are given, you just substitute here. SCF is 4 and LCM what they are given, 60. 4 into 60, that is equals to A value. One of the integer they are given. One integer they are given, that is 20 into other integer we are finding out. We don't know the value of other integer. So write it as B only. So then cross multiply 20 here. 4 into 60 divided by 20. So when you cross multiply this 22, left hand side becomes divided by 20, that is equals to B. So here just simplify, 0 0 get cancelled. Take another pen. So here 0 and 0 get cancelled, then 2 ones are, then 2 threes are. 2 3s are 6. Now 3 into 4, you multiply these two. 3 into 4, 3 4s are 12, that is equals to B. That is equals to B. So B value, what you got? That another integer is 12. So if you want, you can verify here. If you multiply these two, that is 20 into 12. 20 into B value we got 12. 20 into 12. A into B, that means 20 into 12, that is equals to HCF into LCM. HCF into LCM is 4 into 60. 4 into 60. The value should be same. LHS should be equal to RHS. 4 into 60. Now 12 0 is 0, 12 2 is 24, we got 240, that is equals to, again you multiply here, 4 0 is 0, 4 6 is 24. Now we are getting equal answer, that is 240 is equals to 240. So this is the answer. The value of B is 12. This much is enough for this question. This is just I verified the cross check, the verification for this value, whether it is correct or what. If you multiply these two, you should get the left hand side value. So LHS should be equal to RHS. Okay. So next one we will see 19th question. So 19th question is solve the given pair of linear equation by elimination method. They are given the method also. I have to use elimination method for to solve the given pair of linear equation. That means you have to find out the x and y values using elimination method. They are mentioned the method. If they are not mentioned any method, just if they ask solve the given pair of linear equation, means you can use any method to find out the value of x and y, but here they are mentioned by using elimination method only. So you have to use elimination method to find out the value of x and y, that is 2x plus y is equals to 10 and x minus y is equals to 2. It is a very simple, you just eliminate, just cancel any one of the variable and find out the another variable value. You observe these two equation here, plus y and minus y, you can easily cancel, but I will show how to solve this equation. So we have they are given the equation 2x plus y is equals to 10 and x minus y is equals to 2. Take it as equation number 1 and take it as equation number 2. By elimination method I already told you how to eliminate any one of the variable. Here we can easily eliminate this, cancel this y variable. That means 2x plus y is equals to 10 and x minus y is equals to 2. Here plus y and this is minus y. We can easily cancel here. 2x plus 1x, that means 3x you'll get, that is equals to 10 plus 2, 12. You just cross multiply 3, 12 by 3. 3 ones are 3 fours are. So 3 ones are 3 and here 3 fours are 12. So x value we got here 4. Put this x value, in any one of the equation. In any one of the equation what they are given in the question. So simple equation is second one, x minus y is equals to 2. So you can substitute x value here also. You'll get the same thing, but here simplification will be little bit difficult. Not difficult, it is also very easy, but it takes more time as compared to second equation. It is very simple. So we can take second one only. So x minus y is equals to 2. Here I am taken second equation, x minus y is equals to 2. So instead of this x, I am substituted the value, that is 4 minus y is equals to 2. Then take this 4 to, or you can move this minus y to right hand side, becomes plus y. You can take this 2 to left hand side, becomes minus 2. This 4 will be as it is, you write it here. 4 minus 2 is equals to y. That means 4 minus 2 is 2, that is equals to y. Just I have interchanged here, y should be here and this value should be here. So y value we got how much? 2. Okay, so if you substitute 4 here, suppose if you take first equation, if you substitute 4 here, 4 2s are 8 you'll get. So 8, if you take to right hand side, 10 minus 8 becomes 2. So y value directly you got 2 here. So this is also correct. Any one of the equation you have to substitute and simplify. I'll get the answer for next variable, that is y. Okay. So next one, 20th question we will discuss now. 20th one, find the roots of the quadratic equation. Find the roots of the quadratic equation x square plus 8x plus 12 is equals to 0. So here also they are not mentioned any method. You can use formula method or any factorization method you can use here. Which one is very easy? You can use that method and find out the roots. That means x values you have to find out here. So here also you observe they are given two questions or they are given options they are given. So which one is comfortable for you? You can solve that. So here I'll solve both the questions. But in exam you have to solve only one question. Okay. So I'll solve and explain this one, how to solve this one. I already told they are not mentioned any method. You can choose any method, whichever is very easy and comfortable for you. You can use that only. So better easy method you use, you can save the time. Mass means you will not get sufficient time to solve all the question in exam. So that whichever is very easy, you can choose that question, and the method also, whichever is very easy and simple, that method you use and uh, complete the exam quick. Okay, so this I'll explain now how to find out the roots of the quadratic equation. So you can use formula method. If you know the formula, that is x is equals to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, that is Sridhar's formula you can use. So or you can use factorization method, or here splitting of middle term, I use that method here. It is a very simple one. Mm, so given the question, the equation is x square plus 8x plus 12 is equals to 0. So splitting of middle term. Split the middle term, 8x can be written as 6x plus 2x. 6x plus 2x, you'll get 8x. If you take the product of 6 and 2, 6 2s are 12, you have to get the constant value. That is 12. If you multiply, you should get 12. If you add or subtract, you have to get 8. That means factors of 8. That is 6 and 2. 6 plus 2 will get 8. And if you multiply the same factors, you should get 12. The coefficient of x square and the constant. If you multiply these two, you'll get 12 into 1 is 12. So 6 into 2. So both are positive I am taken because the constant value and the coefficient of x both are positive. This is also positive, this is also positive. If the negative is there, you have to observe the sign and take the factors. Here instead of 8, we can write 6x plus 2x. The constant can be written as, instead of 12, 12 into the coefficient of x square is 12 only. So 6 2s are 12 will get. So like that you have to select the P and Q values. P into Q is 12, P plus Q is 8. That means splitting of middle term, 8x can be written as 6x plus 2x plus write the constant as it is, that is equals to 0. So here when you observe these two, x square plus 6x, in this x as a common factor, you take it outside. The remaining term is x plus, here we already taken x outside. So remaining is 6. Here from these two we can take 2 and 12. Both are divisible by 2. So take 2 as common factor outside and the remaining is x. Put this plus as it is. This 12 can be written as 6 into 2. So this 12 can be written as 6 into 2. So take that one factor outside. We already taken 2 outside. So remaining is 6. That is equals to 0. Again from these two terms, x plus 6 is a common factor. Take it outside. Remaining is here x and 2. X plus 2, that is equals to 0. So now equate each term to 0. X plus 6 is equals to 0 and x plus 2 is equals to 0. So plus 6, if you take this plus 6 to right hand side, it becomes minus 6. If you take this plus 2 to right hand side, it becomes minus 2. These are the roots, or the values of x are minus 6 and minus 2. Okay. So this is the answer. Very simple one. Or you can use the Sridhara's formula also. You can use it here, but you should get the roots same. The values of x should be same. Whichever method you can use here. Okay. So next one already given, already told that is they are given the option here. You can answer this or this one. So second option I'm going to solve now. Find the discriminant of the quadratic equation x square plus 4x plus 5. How to find out here the discriminant value? So discriminant value we have to find out, and also have to write the nature of the roots. What is the nature of the roots for this one? If you find out the discriminant value, by using the discriminant value only you can judge with the nature of the roots. First how to find out the discriminant, that is delta value. How to find out discriminant formula is b square minus 4ac. From this quadratic equation you have to write a b c values and substitute the values in the formula and simplify, you'll get the discriminant value. So I'll show how to solve this one. So the given quadratic equation, what they are given, I have written here x square plus 4x plus 5 is equals to 0. This is the quadratic equation what they are given. Here a is coefficient of x square, that is 1, b is coefficient of x, that is 4, and c is the constant, that is 5. So the discriminant formula, the delta formula, delta is equals to b square minus 4ac. So just substitute the values of b, a, c from this quadratic equation. So b square becomes 4 square. Put this minus as it is. 4 into a value is 1, into c value is 5. So just simplify now. 4 square is 16, and put this minus as it is. 4 5 are 20, into 1 is 20. So subtract these two, minus 20 plus 16. So larger value have negative sign. So if you subtract 20 minus 16, you get 4, and the answer should be negative because larger value has negative. Okay. So this is the discriminant value. So they are tagged one more question. Find the nature of the roots. So what is the nature of the roots here? If you got delta value negative, that means if you got delta value, here we got delta is, sorry, 1 minute. So here we got delta value negative, that is less than 0. So you already know, to find out the nature of the roots, you have to remember the three conditions of discriminant value. If delta is less than 0, or if this delta, if you get greater than 0, or if you get delta that is equals to 0, what is the nature of the roots? That you have to keep that in mind. So if you know these three condition, you can write the answer for this one. Here I'm written there is no rules. This is wrong actually. So I'll tell. Here we got delta is less than 0. Less than 0 means absolutely it will be negative. If it is less than 0, the roots are no real roots. So I'll not get any real roots. The roots are not real. That means you'll get a complex roots. You'll get a complex roots for this one, like imaginary roots, like that you'll get for this one. So if we get, suppose if delta is greater than 0, that means positive number, you'll get two real roots you'll get here. Here you'll get two roots are real. Different real roots you'll get. So if we will get delta is equals to 0, suppose if the discriminant value is equal to 0, then one root, you'll get only one real root. One real root. That means, so always you'll get two roots for every the solution. Two roots are two solutions. Both are same solutions are roots for every equation, for every quadratic equation. So here if we get discriminant value is equals to 0, one real root, that means both the values of x will be same. That means if x value is 2, and for one more x value is also, you'll get the same. So same real root or one real root you'll get if discriminant value is 0. But here we got in this question delta value, that is discriminant value is less than 0. That means there is no real roots. You have to add one word here. There is no real roots. There is no real roots. That means there are not real roots. These quadratic equation have complex roots. Okay, two complex roots. So suppose if you get delta is greater than 0, how to write? This has two real roots. And if you get delta is equals to 0, you'll get one real root. That means a repeated root you'll get for this one. Okay. So next question 21 question number 21. It is also very simple and direct one. Find the sum of first 20 terms. For sum of first 20 terms of the arithmetic progression 5, 9, 13 using formula. So if you know this formula, it is very simple. Sn is equals to n by 2 into 2a plus of n minus 1 into d. That is sum of the nth term formula. Sum of the nth term, that means sum of the 20 terms. So they are given the arithmetic progression. You have to find out the sum of the first 20 terms. Here I solved this. So they are given the arithmetic progression. What is the arithmetic progression? Once you write 5, 9 and 13. The arithmetic progression is what they are given here. 5, comma 9, comma 13, etc. It will be continue like this. So from this I'm taken here a value, that is first term is 5, and difference, common difference, 9 minus 5 is 4, 13 minus 9 is 4, you got the common difference. And the number of terms, what is the, what there are some of the first 20 terms, first 10 20 terms, that means n is equals to 20. So we have to find out S20. So we know the formula, some of the 20 terms, we know the formula. Therefore, Sn is equals to n by 2 into 2a plus of n minus 1 into d. If you know this formula, Sn formula, just substitute the values of a, d and n. You simplify, you'll get the answer for. Okay. So yes, instead of n, we write 20. Yes, 20 is equals to n value is 20 by 2 into a value, sorry, 2 into a value is 5. So substitute here, plus n value is 20 minus 1 into d value is 4. So 20 by 2 is how much? 2 ones are 2 tens. I just cancelled here. 2 ones are 2 tens are 20. So 10 you got here. 2 fives are 10 plus 20 minus 1 is 19 into 4. So 19 fours is how much? 76 plus 10. That means 86 you will get. 86 into 10, 860. So yes, 20, that means some of the 20 terms, first 20 terms of this arithmetic progression is 860. It is a very simple one if you know the formula. Okay, so next one, question number 22. So question number 22 is, in the given figure, PA and PB are the tangents of the circle with the center O. If PA is equals to 4 centimeter and angle APO is 40 degree, then find the measure of AOB. Angle AOB, angle AOB and length of PB. So they are given the measurement for PA. PA measurement they are given. You observe the diagram here. P to A, they are given the figure. Here PA and PB are the two tangents of this circle with the center O. Okay. And if PA measurement they are given, one tangent measurement is 4 centimeter, and one of the angle made by the tangent and the radius of the circle, that is they are given, that is 40 degree, that is angle APO is 40 degree. Then find out the measure of this angle AOB. You have to find out this angle AOB and length of this PB. So you already know. So any tangent, the tangents drawn from any given point to the circle, that the length will be same. If PA is 4 centimeter, this PB is also 4 centimeter, because tangents are drawn from the same point. So same point P to the same circle. So if this is 4 centimeter, this will be also 4 centimeter, because tangents are same point, drawn from same point. So PA is equals to PB, that is equals to 4 centimeter. You can write directly for this length of PB. So one more question they are asked here, angle AOB. So you should find out angle AOB here. They are given this angle APO 40 degree. So you should know the condition, that is the tangent drawn to the circle at any point, and the radius of the circle to the tangent at any point on the circle, it is perpendicular to each other. That means this angle should be 90 degree, and here this is the OA is the radius of the circle, and this is perpendicular to the tangent of this. So here OB is also the radius of the circle, here PB is a tangent. So these two are the perpendicular to each other. This is 90 degree and this will be 90 degree. If this is 40 degree, APO is 40 degree, this is also a same angle, because the length will be same, then this angle is also same. 40 plus 40, how much you'll get here? Total angle 80 degree you'll get. So this is 90 degree and this is 90 degree. Here 40 plus 40, 80. I'll write it here. It is a very simple. By seeing the diagram only, if you observe the diagram carefully, you'll get the answer for this one. Okay. So this is 80 degree and this is 90 plus 90. How much you'll get? Both the angle. If you add both the angles, you'll get 180. Just I'm writing here 180. So if you see this diagram A, O, B, P to A, you'll get a one quadrilateral, right? So because it is having four sides. What is sum of the interior angles of the quadrilateral? Total angle, that is in any quadrilateral, if you take the sum of the interior angle will be 360 degree. So here we got this is 90 plus 90, 180 and this is 80. So 180 plus 180 is 180 plus 80. If you add this angle and this angle, three angles if you add, you'll get 180 plus 80, that is 260. 260 you'll get. So what is the fourth angle? If you consider this as a fourth angle, this is 1, 2, 3 and this one is 4. If you consider this fourth angle, uh, if if you take the sum of these three angles, you'll get 260. What is the remaining angle for this one? You just subtract 360 minus 260. The remaining angle will be 100 degree. So angle AOB is how much here? 100 degree. This is the answer for angle AOB. So length of PB I already told. Tangents are drawn from the same point. So this is 4 centimeter. This is also 4 centimeter. And one more method you can use to find out angle AOB here. This is total angle. Anyway, it is 180 degree. 180 minus 80 you will get directly 100. That is also correct method. If you use this or that, both are correct for this one. It is very simple. If you observe the diagram carefully, you will get the answer for these two. Okay. So next one, 23, question number 23. According to the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, according to the fundamental theorem, what is the fundamental theorem will state? If 40 is equals to x to the power of y into z, then find out the value of x, y and z. So fundamental theorem of arithmetic statement, if you know the statement for this theorem, you get the answer easily. So fundamental theorem of arithmetic states that every natural number can be expressed in the form of product of powers of its prime numbers. So here if you take the 40 as a natural number, express this 40 in the form of product of its primes, power of its primes. Power here y, here the power is 1. So here x and z should be prime numbers. You should not take x and z should be prime numbers only. How to factorize the given natural number with the prime numbers. Don't use composite numbers here. So I'll show how to find out the x, y, z value here. 40 can be expressed as, according to the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, that means 40, any natural number can be expressed in the powers of uh, product of the power of its primes. Here 40, if you factorize 40, the given number is 40. Factorize using prime numbers. So first prime number is 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 zeros are 0. Then 20 you got, again you factorize 2 10s are 20. So 10 you got here. So again from 2, 2 5s are 10. Again, if this 5 is not divisible by 2, then this 5 is not divisible by, next prime number is 3. It's not divisible by 3. The next prime number is 5 only. 4 is not a prime number because it has the more than 2 factors. Okay. So here instead of 40, we can write 2 into 2 into 2 into 5. 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 I am written here. X power y into z. So this can be written as 2 into 2 into 2. That means 2 power 3 into, instead of z we can write here 5. You observe 40, that can be written as x power y into z. In place of x power y into z, the answer is here 2 power 3 into 5. So in place of x, what is here? 2, and in place of y, it is 3 and in place of z is here 5. So therefore x value is 2 and y value is 3 and z value is 5. So only thing is if you know the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, that means you have to use only the prime numbers to factorize the given natural number. Factorize it and write it in the powers of product of powers. You'll get the answer for this. Okay. So next one, question number 24. Question number 24 is, if a of 1 comma y, b of 4 comma 3 and c of x comma 6 and d of 3 comma 5 are the vertices of a parallelogram taken in an order, then find the values of x and y. So here they are given the figure here, parallelogram. They are given the vertices values, x, y coordinate values, a, b, c, d are the vertices of this parallelogram. A coordinates are 1 comma y and b coordinates are 4 comma 3 and c coordinates are 4 comma 6 and d coordinates 3 comma 5. Here in a and c they are missed out one value, that is y value they are not given, simply they are given as y. And here in a c coordinate, x coordinate they are not given here, that is they are taken it as x. You have to find out this x value and this y value. So if you observe the diagram here, if you observe the diagram, ABCD is a parallelogram. So diagonal they are bisecting each other. It is intersecting at the point O. Okay, this is the point O. So first you observe this DB line, DB diagonal. If you observe this DB, so you consider this DB as a line, you take here, and O is the midpoint of D and B. So if you observe this diagonal, here O is the midpoint of D and B. If you observe these AC, this O is the midpoint of this AC. So here we don't know the value of X and Y in the line AC, in the diagonal AC. So first you consider this DB and find out the value of coordinates of O. Find out the coordinates of O. That means in DB, I'll solve it here. In a diagonal DB, so O is the midpoint. So that is equals to midpoint formula. What is the midpoint formula? X1 plus X2, that is 3 plus 4 by 2. 3 plus 4 by, I'm writing directly, you have to write the neat answer with the formula 3 plus 4 by 2, x1 plus x2. Here this is x1, y1. If you consider this as a line or diagonal DB, this is x1, y1 and this is considered as x2, y2. So x1 plus x2 is 3 plus 4 by 2 and y1 plus y2, that is 5 by 3 plus 5 plus 3 divided by 2. Okay, 5 plus 3 by 2. So what you got for O coordinates? You got 3 plus 4, that means 7 by 2 comma 5 plus 3, that means 8 by 2. 8 by 2, that means 4. 7 by 2 comma 4 are the coordinates of O. So from this we got the coordinates of O, that is 7 by 2 comma 4. Using these coordinates, again use the same formula, midpoint formula. For this diagonal AC, same O is the midpoint of this AC. Here O is the midpoint of DB also and O is the midpoint of AC also. So again, after finding out these O coordinates, let us take O is the midpoint of AC. So I solved here, I'll show just here. Here, coordinates of BD is equals to coordinates of AC. I already told O is the midpoint of both the diagonals BD as well as AC, so that the coordinates will be same for BD and coordinates of AC. So by using midpoint formula, if you take O as the midpoint for AC, so O value we found there 7 by 2 comma 4, that is equals to AC coordinates. What they are given? AC 1 comma y and x comma 6. What they are given here? AC 1 comma y, this is the A coordinate, and C coordinate here. What is the C coordinate? X comma 6. So x comma 6 So 1 comma y, x1 plus x2. This is x1 y1. This is x2 y2. Midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. So 1 x1 plus x2. 1 plus x by 2. This is a. I'll write, if you get confusion, this is a coordinate and this is c coordinate. And the midpoint formula, what is the midpoint formula? x1 plus x2 by 2. I'll write it here. Midpoint formula is x1 plus x2. It is a 2-mark question, not necessary to write all these things. Just you write the formula. Main things you write. x1 plus x2 by 2. Here I forgot to write the formula. This is very important. You have to write the formula. Important things you have to write and solve. You get complete 2 marks. y1 plus y2 by 2. This is the midpoint formula. Here x1 and y1. This is x2 and y2. x1 is 1 plus x2 is x. 1 plus x by 2 and y1 plus y2. y1 is y plus y2 is 6. So y plus 6 by 2. Now you simplify. Just equate first coordinate to this and second coordinate. This is also x comma y. This is also in the form of x comma y. So equate x coordinates to x and y coordinates to y coordinate. So 1 plus x by 2, that is equals to 7 by 2, and 6 plus y by 2, that is equals to y coordinate, that is 4. Now you just simplify. Just cross multiply 2 here and 2 here. 2 into 1 plus x, 2 into 7 is 14. So multiply this 2 inside the bracket, or you can cancel it here only. 2 ones are 2 sevens are 14. Okay, if you take this plus 1 to this side, 7 minus 1, you'll get directly 6. Or you can multiply 2 inside the bracket. 2 ones are 2 plus 2x, that is equals to 14. So 2x is equals to 14 minus 2 is 12. So again cross multiply 2. 2 ones are 2 6 are 12. Or directly you'll get, if you cancel here only, 2 ones are 2 sevens are, take this plus 1 to right hand side becomes minus 1. 7 minus 1 you'll get 6. Both the methods are correct, but the values of x should be same. Now you simplify. Just cross multiply 2 into 4, 8. 6 plus y is equals to 8. And take this 6 to right hand side, becomes 8 minus 6 is equals to 2. So y x value we got 6 and y value we got 2. So here this is 6 comma 6 and this is y value is 2. Okay. So next one. Okay. So this is the last question in the third main. So what we are discussed now. No. So in the next video, I'll be uploading this next main, that is 3 marks question. It is I think no doubts in this third way. In the 2 marks question, everything I solved and explained. If you get any doubts, you can write it in the comment and send it to me. If you like this today's session, please like my video and share as much as possible. And one more thing, important thing, that is, if you are not subscribed my channel, please subscribe, so you'll get all the notifications what I'm going to upload in the future. So you'll get all the notification. Okay, so just I'm completing this class now. In the next class, in the next session, I'm going to solve the next main in detail and explain everything. So thank you for listening my class. Thank you, students.